Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about templates, what is template and how to create one. I'm also going to talk about the editor, the page where you edit the template. So let's start. Templates are used to group and organize chess content similar to the desktop folders. On this screen I have 4 templates covering different topics. Sicilian opening template contains different variations that I teach. Local students template contains information about my students. This one is used as a reminder of what to do with each student. Knight vs Bishop has different educational positions grouped by difficulty. Having content grouped like that makes it easier to find and add to the training later. Beginner exercises is a pool of different simple exercises that I use and can assign to my students. Let's create a template. I'll start with the title. Let's call it Demo Template. So, if templates are like folders, then chapters represent files. Basically are sheets for our content. I'll name this chapter first chapter. And that's it. I'm ready to create something new. Making a move is a good first step. e4, c5, knight f3. This is just basic stuff. All the moves are saved. You can see them on the right side. You can add a comment. You can highlight something on the board, draw some errors. Basically, the regular things. The platform records everything that you do. Some positions are more complex and it'd be a good thing to communicate important information in chunks. For example, in this position, I can break white and black ideas into 2 steps. For that, I'll use a comment step. I'll add a new comment step here and draw some black ideas on the board. Now if I go back and forth, I can see that position hasn't changed, but the board has different markings. This way the board is more clean and it's easier for students to absorb new specific information. In chess, oftentimes different variations have to be explained. Let's make some moves. Knight c6, d4, cd4, knight takes on d4. If I go back now, and instead of taking with knight on d4, I play c3, and let's say d takes on c3, the Smith-Morra gambit, you can see that platform has recorded a new variation on the sidebar, and I can proceed with that line if I like. Okay, I have an opening with 2 variations in the chapter. At this moment, I want to show that chapters are really like sheets. In this case, it means I can have completely new variation in the end. I'll add new variation for demo purpose and make some moves. Let's say it's French. Basically, you are free to structure chapters the way you like. Since I already have some lines, it'd be a good moment to preview the chapter as student. This page is called the editor, and when I click on the preview, I see the chapter as in training room. Your students will solve the lessons in training room, and you can work with them in real time if you like, but more about that in some other videos. Here in preview, you have slightly different options. On the sidebar, you have all the steps. You can jump around or move by one. And next to the sidebar, you have descriptions. This is an excellent feature to get the feeling about the content you're creating, to check if it really looks the way you imagined. Teaching chess is not only about lines and moves. Sometimes you like to show your student a different kind of positions. This is a great way to help your student visualize long-term goals or get a better feeling about future plans. Here, for example, I'll demonstrate why is it important that black takes on d4. I'm not going to play a variation, I'm just going to add step. Notice that the edit mode is on. While the edit mode is on, the platform doesn't record moves, only the position. Okay, let's say that that's the position. With this position, I can help students see better how black gets suffocated. And if I go to preview and one step back, I can see that in the middle of my main variation, I have an example position. This feature gives you a lot of flexibility to tell a story in your own unique way. You can compose your chapter with regular variations or specific positions with some purpose. Everything is up to you. The last major feature I'm going to cover in this video is the exercise step. This is a really important moment in the learning process, and in this particular context, it gives you the ability to switch from explaining to asking or testing. It's really important to ask students about recent topics to make them apply the new knowledge. I'll start by adding new exercise step on the end. There are multiple exercise types like questionnaire, question, arrange pieces, select square and pieces, but I'm going to cover the most popular play variation. I have prepared a double attack exercise. Notice how I toggle the edit mode here to set up the initial position. And now, the first move that I make is the move that the student has to play. In this case, bishop to d8. Let's say rook takes on d8. And now the final move, queen takes on f7. I can also add the description. Find the winning variation. And now when everything is ready, this is a good moment to preview the step. You can see how the step really looks like. You can see whose turn it is. You can play a wrong move, let's say, and eventually you can complete the exercise. I'm going to stop here for now. There are really a lot of options to play around. For the end, two minor features. Undo is the first. It's very handy when you do something by mistake. Let's say I deleted main variation by mistake. I can simply undo it. And this applies for almost any action on the platform. This is one of my favorite features. You can copy variations, exercises, or basically anything and paste it into other chapters. Chapters can even be in a different templates. Let's say that I'd like to copy the main variation. So I'll copy variation and paste it into a new chapter. I added a new chapter and simply paste it here. And that's it. I can now play with this variation and change it the way I like. Thank you for watching the video till the end. If you have any question, please do reach out. And don't forget to click the subscribe button. It really means a lot. Thanks.